Sure, sure.
beautiful world. And so all of that kind of comes together with the festival that we're setting up for
I
October
was just getting to that. Yes. And
19th.
okay, so the name of the festival is
Anba Dlo,
okay.
Anba, and then Dlo, and it's Haitian Creole. It means beneath the water. And there's a reference. It's coming at Halloween time, and in the voodoo worldview, the whole world is surrounded by this ocean of spirit, and it's an invisible world of great power and great meaning and great beauty. And so all of our spirits, all of our ancestors are kind of floating in this water. So at Halloween time, we're kind of reaching into that water and asking all the spirits to come and dance with us for a night. And
So tell me, is this in any way symbolic in terms of Katrina or any relationship at all, or
absolutely, it
okay,
totally relates to Katrina. And we even have a symposium during the day on the 19th that's all about water. So it's a water symposium, and some of it deals, well, there'll be two panel discussions, and one of the panels will deal in kind of broad strokes about water in the world and who's got it, who has access to free, fresh water, clean water, and if you don't have it, how do you get it? The other panel is a little closer to home, and here in New Orleans, where we're afraid of being inundated with water, and flooding is obviously the issue, and we've built these levees that can withstand Category 5 hurricanes now, and yet the city is sinking, and the oceans are rising, and there's a scenario in which New Orleans is an island that's surrounded by, or protected by levees that's surrounded by the ocean, and these levees are certainly not capable of withstanding the ocean, keeping the ocean back. So there's a discussion about how do we deal with that, and how do we deal with the disappearing wetlands, and what about rerouting the river, and where does that go, and who gets to be part of that conversation, and how do these decisions get made? It's going to be absolutely fascinating. We had a water symposium last year, and it pretty much blew my hair back to be listening to how dire the situation is, and other issues around water. Water is very precious. It's the substance of life, and we can't go very long without it. So just that interesting juxtaposition between the scarcity of fresh, clean water in the world, coupled with our fear of being overwhelmed by water and being washed away. So the symposium is during the day, and it's very intense. We have some of the best minds in the region coming to speak. And then following that, we get a little more festive. And the whole festival relates to water, but in a probably an easier dose to take. And so we have a parade, and we encourage people. It's open to anybody who wants to join in, led by the Radical Fairies. And we have the Ninth Ward Young Seminole Hunters, a Mardi Gras tribe, will be marching with us, and about 5 different women's dancing clubs, and the Starlight Cosmonauts, I think they're Star Stepping Cosmonauts is their name, and a wonderful Brazilian street band called Bacha Bunda, and they'll all be leading the troops into the healing center, and we encourage people to dress in water-themed costumes if possible. I think there'll be a lot of mermen and mermaids out there, and fish and whatever, and they bring everyone into the healing center at 7 p.m., which is when the actual festival starts. And there's 15 bands. We've got Henry Butler and the New Orleans Suspects.
now, how many bands? 15? You said
15
15?
bands.
Like one
15.
five.
One
Okay.
five. Now we've got 3 dance areas or music areas. There's DJs spinning in one of them, and 2 of the stages are for music, live music. But we also have dancers and acrobats in the building that night, and we've decorated highly. There's an art exhibit. There's a live and silent auction all night. And we have a costume contest, and there's food. And then there's a VIP room in the rooftop in the interfaith space, and we're calling it La Serene, who's the mermaid spirit in voodoo. It's La Serene's Underwater Lounge. We've
So
got more.
so
Pardon?
it's sort of a Halloween Mardi Gras. I mean, that's what it's, at least with an educational component to it. But it
Yeah,
also with the spiritual aspect in terms
absolutely.
of Katrina and you mentioned voodoo.
Yeah, there's a voodoo ceremony at midnight, and we unveil each year we unveil a new water sculpture and a fountain that's in the center of the healing center. And so that's when the new sculpture arrives every year. So a lot of people have never experienced voodoo, and they have an erroneous concept of what it's about, and they think of spells and hexes and voodoo dolls with pins in them, and this is not that. It's a
Oh, really? I'm shocked.
sorry.
I thought it'd be really a lot of fun for
Yeah,
your
it's still a lot of
festival.
fun.
Yeah,
It's still
yeah,
a lot
it
of
is.
fun.
Sure, a
A
lot of
lot
fun.
of dancing and drumming and singing and spirit possession, and it's pretty awesome and fantastically interesting and fascinating. So we get a crowd at midnight for that, and
I bet.
and all of these different elements all come together somehow into this amazing event that's it's a whole new experience every 25 feet something new is happening, and we're bringing together all these elements of the community, the radical fairies, all these crazy dancing troops and Mardi Gras Indians and all these musicians and all of them playing for a cause. And we bring in NOCO, which is the nonprofit organization, and they're the beneficiaries of any profits that are made. And so ultimately, people in the neighborhood that have been really neglected get some attention and get to participate in all of this. We've got Oliver Thomas as our MC, the former councilman. Um, the Harch Hyperbarics Clinic and Family Physicians Clinic has donated 40 sessions of hyperbaric treatments, which have been proven to be very effective against all kinds of brain injuries and brain trauma and strokes. And so somehow all of these very different communities are coming together to create this seething, throbbing, amazing event that is Anba Dlo every year.
It sounds amazing, and just I mean, I guess maybe 4 or 5 years ago, we never would have even thought that we could have anything at all. And now y'all have put together not just a healing center in a really beautiful part of the city, but it sounds also like a wonderful event, the festival.
Yeah.
So,
It's a
um,
great event, and
yeah,
it's made great by the people that come and participate in it. It's extremely interactive. We have all kinds of interactive art installations that are kind of the bridge between the serious symposium during the day and the crazy festival at night that really engage people's minds and raise awareness about water and our relationship to water and why we need it and why we
and,
might want to take care of it.
and Press Kabakov is involved in all that.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been pulling
You would
together
never
all
think,
the
yeah,
time.
I mean, as stoic as he seems, you would never ever envision that. I would not,
Well,
at
I've
least.
seen him in his pink suit.
Ah, okay. Well,
Oh, he
we'll have to make it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Sallie, and listen, thank you so much, and uh, thank you for participating in Google Hangout.
Oh, it
Okay.
was a great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
You
Okay.
too. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.